What is going on, everyone? Chuck here, and I hope that you are having a fantastic day today. In this video, we're talking about the new camera that I bought. Before you move on from this video, making this either the least viewed video on my channel or it has the least amount of time watched, there is going to be footage of test shots done with this camera at the end of the video. But this is just something a little bit different for the channel. You know, we're not in the off season yet. It's actually snowed last night. We have probably maybe a little less than an inch of snow on the ground, so can't really do anything outside. And I wanted to talk about this new camera that I bought and sort of the philosophy on gear in general. And it can be related to like gear or equipment for lawn care. So this is my old camera. It is a Canon 80D. I've actually had this now for a few years. And I really love the Canon 80D. I love it so much I actually own two of them. If you followed my channel for any length of time, you may have heard me mention that my wife and I have a wedding videography company. So the reason I have two of these is one for me and one for her. Well, the other day I was going to take some pictures with it because it does take really great stills on top of really great video, and I dropped it screen first, like this. Now, I watch videos, you can replace this and fix it and make it almost as good as new, but I've actually been thinking about for a while now upgrading the gear that I have, not just for the YouTube channel, but also for my wedding videography company, so we can be a little bit more competitive with other companies around us. So that's what brings me to what is in this box. I bought myself the Canon EOS R. This is the very first new camera that I've ever purchased. Let me quickly go through the list. It's not that long. And so I bought a Pentax KX, which, I mean, these are called DSLRs if you didn't know. You know, they're like the picture-taking cameras, but they also take really great video. And it had 24 frames a second, which is sort of like the universal frame rate for cinema. It's like what's natural to the eye or whatever. Anyway, none of that stuff matters. So just because that's the reason I bought it. It had 24 frames a second at 720p. And then my wife, and that was used, bought it on eBay. My wife bought me a Nikon D3100 refurbished on Amazon. Then I bought the predecessor to these two, the camera I'm filming with and this camera here, which was the Canon 70D. And I bought that one used on eBay, and I bought both of these cameras used on eBay as well. One was like $700, one was $800, and brand new, they're like $1,200, so they got a pretty good deal on them. And they've lasted me a few years now, and I absolutely love these cameras. Love them, love them, love them. But this is not an unboxing video. There are plenty of those videos on the interwebs. Which is really cool. Smell of the factory and artificial chemicals, which are already artificial. It's definitely smaller. This is a mirrorless camera. This is a DSLR, so this has a giant mirror in it and a shutter, so it needs the room to operate it. This does not, and there is definitely a size difference. New camera, old camera. Definitely a size difference. And a weight difference. But in reality, I'm really excited to put a lens on this and go outside and get some really awesome footage with it. I'm really anxious to take out the memory card from here, plug it in the computer, and start editing that footage. I've never owned a camera like this before that shoots in 4K, that also shoots in 120 frames a second. So I'm really excited to just see how all that footage turned out. It was fun just filming the family and sort of testing this camera out before I go and take it to a wedding or something like that, a paid job. So you all are my guinea pigs. But also learning, how to use the camera, because there is some differences between this and my old one. But it also reminded me that as I was filming the shots with the family and all that kind of stuff, that's not really about the gear that you have, it's about how you use that gear. Because I could take this camera, throw it on a tripod, not expose it properly, and just really make a boring, bland, overexposed, underexposed image that no one's going to watch, right? So it's about using it properly. I feel like I could probably get as close to the same quality and tell the same stories with this camera as I can with this camera. Now, this camera will look better. It's newer, it has better specs. Everything says, technology-wise, everything says this camera is better than this camera. But if I don't use this camera right, it's a waste of money. It's a paperweight at that point. And I mean, that goes with anything. We're always so concerned about, getting the new stuff, getting the best stuff. And this is not the best camera out there. I know that. I could have spent another $1,000 and still not have had the best camera on the market. But this is what fit my budget, even like I had to maneuver some stuff around to be able to get this camera because it was a necessity that I get a new camera since I broke that one. This was a bit of a different video. I got this camera. I wanted to find, I don't have another channel, right? So I needed to test it out somehow. So I know there's not like a bunch of lawn care stuff. You guys are kind of my guinea pigs because I wanted to be able to test it out, get into settings, figure things out before I actually have a paid gig where I need to use this camera to earn some money. So congratulations on being guinea pigs. So sorry, it's not your typical lawn care YouTube video, but I wanted, like I said, I wanted to test it out, and so while I'm filming this footage, I need to put it somewhere, right? So put it on my YouTube channel. So I appreciate it if you were able to stay this whole time. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope. Please like, subscribe, comment below, what kind of gear do you use if you have a YouTube channel? And there's no shame in it. Like, there really isn't. Just because I got this doesn't mean I look down at people that have lesser gear, because I've been there, right? I mean, like I said before, people make some really amazing quality content with GoPros and cell phones and camcorders and just what some would consider lesser gear, but people know how to use that gear to its fullest ability, and they make some amazing content. So yeah, what do you use to make your YouTube videos? So comment below on that kind of stuff. So anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and God bless.